Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. We're back for another exciting 2 hours. Your favorite cryptocurrency, all things technical analysis podcasting. Always. Your host, Crypto Jack, joined by lead analysts here at Cracking Cryptocurrency. Jeez, what's going on today? Alex and Jason, tell me you guys are still with me.
I am with you, my friend.
All right. Not totally.
So with you.
All right. Beautiful. All right. How are you guys faring today? Of course, we're going to be talking about some of the latest in price action and in the markets. Chinese stocks taking an absolute dump going on over there in China. Along with some Binance news. And of course, we're going to cover the price action. Is Bitcoin going to be able to overtake 40K? We of course tapped it I think more than once in the last 48 hours, and we're currently below 40K. Of course, look at all this and more in today's analysis, so hang tight for that. All right, what else is there really to say? How are you guys doing? Any updates you want to mention on the podcast? Any trades like that? No, we're good.
No, nothing important. I might have to cancel tomorrow's mentorship session.
Yeah, no problem. Come up.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Sort of. Johnny and I are gonna be working on like a slightly different trading thing, so we're just gonna, I'm just gonna have to miss it, I
Gotcha.
think.
Gotcha. All right. Well, just a heads up for that. Jason, how about you? Everything good on your end?
Yeah, everything's good. For the most part, we were in the right positions at the right time to ride the volatility up. So we're just kind of letting them sit here before we get any kind of like take profits or anything like that. So we're still in good position. Just gotta let Bitcoin decide where it's going to go and where it's going to catch support here.
Right on.
Kind of
Right
sideways.
on.
Yeah, I'm already out of my Bitcoin trading position, so
Ah,
already hit take profit 3. We're already out, so.
brilliant. Brilliant. Right. Well, congrats for his sweeping 3 tank profits on Bitcoin. Another successful Bitcoin trade in the bag. Big shout outs to Alex. Congrats to anybody who took advantage of that in the signals. All right. Well, in that case, let's get into it, guys. You know how the next 2 hours is going to unfold. This first hour of the show is going to cover the intro, where we're going to look at, just quickly review some of the latest price action before we get into the news. We'll also, of course, check in on today's poll. We're also going to review maybe the results from yesterday's poll. And we'll shout out the audience before we get into the main analysis. Finally, by the second hour, we'll take all your chart requests. Drop them in the chat now, drop them in the chat later. We'll make a note of all chart requests and add them to the list in just a little while. And beyond that, of course, we're going to open the D Live chest as always, about an hour and 45 minutes into the show. So you got a good ways to go for that one. In the meantime, let's get right into it. Let's do the price action. Here is Bitcoin. Here is one gnarly wick into stabbing. We hit a high of 40,600 on this wick from yesterday, and kind of still looking okay. Stabata still building good momentum, but Minx is kind of starting to curl down now. I wonder if this move is topped out. I do wonder if we have to come back down to say 34.8, like this spot right here. Are we gonna have to come back down to 34, test this before we get another major leg up? That is the question, right? So let's say by tomorrow's candle we come down to here, and then from there hopefully we head on up to here, boys.
Head on up to
Any
here.
luck? Nor my my wavy candles, but we'll see what comes next. Here's a quick look at Ethereum. Ethereum USD. Over here. Yeah, it kind of followed in Bitcoin's move, of course. Currently at 22.18. Today's candle's turning a bit red as it sells off below. How high did we go? Yeah, we went to 24.50. Not bad on Ethereum's move. Just a bit of a retracement before we get some more continuation. It has WADA's picked up some steam, but just like Bitcoin, Minx is trying to curl down. I wonder if we topped out for this move. I will, of course, allow Alex's analysis to complete that thought. Let's have a look at Ethereum, Bitcoin. I think an important pairing says a lot about the two lean coins in the space. Currently selling off, and yesterday closed actually firmly below the baseline. Even Minx kind of signaled for a short on this one. WADA not quite there. But is there a trend developing? Is Ethereum Bitcoin heading down to test at least this previous level over here? How much would that be? Yeah, it's only about 3.5% move. All right, that's Ethereum Bitcoin. What's EOS up to? Yeah, man, yesterday's wick really turned into what do you guys call this? An upside down hammer? Is there a proper term for this? Thor's hammer in the ground.
It's hard to see what you're looking at because the delay.
2 seconds behind. Well, there's hammer dojis, and then there's this one, the upside down hammer. I call it the upside down hammer, and that's certainly what the EOS
It's
is.
an evening star or a hanging man, right?
Hanging man. All right, hanging man.
Technically be a hanging man.
Yeah, EOS tapped $4. EOS tapped $4, and it's sold off about 8% since then. That's where we are now. 360 on EOS. Move over with. Not a lot of volume came in that move either. Let's take a look at XRP. XRP at 60 cents. Not much going on there besides that. Dot looking a lot like EOS, 13 269. A lot of this move didn't totally translate into the alts the way it did on Bitcoin. Here's Kusama. Yeah, looking, and the same pattern emerging seemingly everywhere. $180 Kusama presently. Here's Cardano. Yep, put on a similar move in some sense. Let me see how much did it sell off. Wow. Over 10% from the highs of the yesterday's price action. Pretty generous back. And everything looking kind of the same. Here's Doge. Still, man, it still looks like it's going to be marching up on Doge. All right, very briefly now, let's look at gold, 1800 even. As it, well, still in a bit of a downtrend. This line right here, we'll keep an eye on it. Finally break out of this. Let's see here, Dixie.
It's kind of like a good long opportunity on gold.
Think so?
Yeah, it's just starting to get to the point where it's been going down for a few days. It could use a new trend.
It could be hitting here support around 1800 bucks. Look at the Dixie as the Dixie officially topped out. All right, I try to leave my Dixie opinions out of this. Alex does a bang up job in his main analysis of gleaning over the main the traditional markets here. Quick look at
Dude, I'm the only person who whistles Dixie around here.
Good one.
You're definitely gonna have to look at the Asian A50 though. It does look crazy.
Yeah, I'm about to get to that.
China A50, yeah.
Yep, about to get to that in just a second. Here is the Dow Jones slightly selling off today, but still hovering around all-time highs. SPX, same deal, putting in a bit of a sell-off today, but they're coming right up against the baseline. Did hit all-time highs just on yesterday's candle. So let's look at this Chinese 50 index, the China 50 index. Indeed, this is brutal. This looks worse than March of 2020. Check this out. How much move is this? Yeah, a little. It's almost 13% move to the downside. The Chinese index heading down. Is this the March crash here? It is indeed. Let's crash take. Almost 15%. Yeah, so we're seeing a pretty sizable move on China to the downside. What happened? Why is the bottom falling out of China? Alex will have some interesting insights, or at least some observations, some thoughts in his analysis, guys. But there's a quick overview of the price action. Let's head back and put Bitcoin up on the screen and return. Been looking good. Let's get it. Yeah, into the bubbles. Let's see what's going on in the alt space today. And yeah, after a particularly frothy Monday, well, here's Tuesday, a bit of a pullback. How it always goes, you know, Mondays will either be deep red and Tuesday flips green, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Hopefully nobody piles in at tops or bottoms, having observed this particular pattern for so many days and months now. But let's take a quick look. Axie Infinity's back, guys. It's, man, this game, this is like some kind of blockchain-based game. You guys know about Axie? We've been looking at it for a while now. But man, this thing has been blown up. And here it is, back at the top of the Bubbles leaderboard. Axie Infinity up 32%. Today. Very impressive stuff. $47 Axie Infinity. Beyond that, a couple exchange tokens. Can't help but notice a couple exchange tokens also riding high today. The top gainers on Bubbles are OKB, the OK token. Here's this Leo Bitfinex's token up a few points, and Huobi token also up nearly 10%. Yeah, something afoot. And it might very well be, is this somewhat tangentially related to all this Binance news today, the CZ news? We're going to get into that in just a minute. Some big losers today are the likes of AMP, down 18%. AMP had a major day. I think it was one of the top gainers yesterday, so figures it's going to see a bit of a retracement today. Rune down about 12%, Tel 12%, Sushi down about 12%, SNX 13%, Aave 12% down. So we do have some double-digit losers among some of yesterday's big gainers, but otherwise, yeah, there's your looking alts. Not a whole lot more to mention.
Just got his son playing Axie. Does he like it? What do you guys think about it? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Game's really taken off. So there you go. There is a quick look at bubbles. Yeah, do let us know about Axie. Let's get into, well, the news. Yes, the aforementioned news. Get to this article. It comes from the Block Crypto. It's titled Binance Shrinks Non-KYC Withdrawal Limits as Crypto Exchanges Face Regulatory Pressure. Right, guys, withdrawal limits are getting lowered. The limits are lowering or raising, depending how you look at it. Yes, so let's see here. Crypto exchange Binance said Tuesday that it's reducing the withdrawal limit for users who have completed the lowest tier account verification, a move that comes as the company and the wider exchange space faced greater scrutiny from global regulators. Previously, those with basic account verification completed could withdraw up to 2 Bitcoin per day. Effectively, immediately, the limit's being lowered to 0.06 BTC per day for newly registered accounts. That's substantial. That is a substantial reduction, guys. Additionally, Binance will phase this policy in for existing accounts between August 4th and August 23rd. Well, I'm glad I liquidated most of my Binance funds already. Apparently, all those throwaway Binance accounts gonna be a bit harder to move BTC through. 2 BTC, which was pretty generous, but down to 0.06. Ain't that something? Let's see. Bear with me 1 second. All right, that's about $2,200 at the present valuation of Bitcoin. So,
6?
sorry. Yeah,
What'd you say?
0.06 Bitcoin per day.
Oh, that said
Withdrawal limit.
0.06 per day.
Yeah, 0.06 days.
Okay, that's
Not a lot. It's
very
$2,200 withdrawal limit. All right, guys. That's been axed pretty heavily. In a statement on Twitter, Binance said that this adjustment better accounts for current BTC prices. During a subsequent tweet, Fred Zhao positioned that the change is part of a wider focus on regulatory compliance amid an environment in which exchanges are facing such scrutiny. Quote, we're enhancing our KYC efforts to further our leadership in this area, he said regarding the withdrawal limit change. Quote, we continue to review our policies, ensure we surpass industry standards. Yes, nobody can surpass Binance when it comes to the great crypto casino. Over the weekend, Binance announced it begun to lower the futures trading leverage limit. Yeah, so yeah, man, it's one news item after, Binance really stepping up and trying to at least appear to be more regulatory friendly. All right, another Binance piece, because Binance is all the rage today. Binance CEO hints at hiring his own replacement as regulators circle. All right, let's see here. Binance CEO CZ strongly hinted last week that he's looking to hire his own replacement as the next CEO of the largest crypto exchange in the world. Is this like when Dr. Evil hired the guy? Sorry?
This is such an Arthur Hayes move. This, if you recall, this is exactly what Arthur Hayes moved when the Department of Justice started coming down on BitMEX.
Yeah,
he replaced himself as CEO of 100X Group, which is the umbrella company that owns BitMEX, the trading company.
Yep.
He replaced himself as that. He stepped down, and that way, because he knew the government was going to be after him, it sort of takes some of the heat off the company, allows the company to continue to exist while the CEO undergoes, I guess, what amounts to like a public flogging. I mean, we all gonna know he's gonna get let off the hook eventually. I don't know. Maybe if China's unhappy with CZ, maybe something bad could happen to him. But I mean, otherwise, if it's just like the U.S., he's
gets kidnapped for a couple months, like Jack Ma.
Yeah, exactly. He gets Alibaba. He'll get Alibaba.
Brutal. Yeah, this, I don't know what it reminds me of. I don't know. Maybe it was Wolf of Wall Street. Maybe some other movie where, yes, the main guy kind of steps down, hires his replacement, but then he can't stay away from the helm. He keeps coming back to the office. CZ, is this going to be his trouble?
Well, Wolf of Wall Street, he was supposed to step down for that reason, but instead he just didn't because he couldn't do it.
Right. Maybe it's like when Dr. Evil hired the guy with the eye patch, right?
Number 2.
Yes, number 2, precisely. CZ's going to hire his number 2. Quote. Sorry? Or you were just
I was just
making...
quoting Austin Powers.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is a classic quote right now. This is from CZ. Right now, I'm actually looking for a senior person with strong compliance background, with a strong regulatory background to lead the entire organization. Maybe become the new Binance CEO, CZ said. Further writing, I'm a tech entrepreneur. I've led the company for 4 years, and it's good. We've got to go through this pivot. I don't think I'm the best person to lead the effort. I'm having somebody with a very strong regulatory background I think is going to be better. All right, yeah, you know, I'm kind of on board with this. CZ showing his maturity, his leader. He might be willing to give up the captain's chair to maybe somebody more
He
qualified.
looks so good in those Bermuda shorts.
Yeah, he's quite the stylish dude, but still interesting. Does have, I guess, Binance's success in mind with this move. Maybe take some of the heat off of him, and indeed, yeah, put somebody in there that might have all the right regulatory connections, especially in the U.S. Maybe there is I'm curious to see what kind of hires he might have in the pipeline for something like that. But we'll see what comes of it. All right, let's get to the next piece. I don't think there's much more to add here. Is there anything else? Do we have another Binance story? Nope, but here is a tweet. Withdrawal limits effective immediately. Yes, we already covered this. And all right, another few more comments that came out of CZ amid this. I think there's some kind of blockchain summit where all these comments came from. Let's see here. Amid rising regulatory scrutiny, crypto exchange Binance is changing tact with plans to set up regional headquarters globally, according to CEO CZ. The move seeks to help the exchange earn regulatory approval from local authorities everywhere. Reuters reports, quote, "We want to be licensed everywhere. From now on, we're going to be a financial institution," he said. He added that the company will be shifting from its previous decentralized model and maturing from its startup base. The development comes after Zhao announced that Binance is working towards doubling the compliance team by the end of the year. Right. Most financial regulators globally have focused on Binance with allegations, yada yada yada. We've covered some of the latest drama seemingly in the regulatory sites is Binance, and they got to do something, and I guess they're saying they're doing something, such as doubling their compliance team efforts so that the Death Star can be constructed. Right. There is your Binance news for today. CZ, I expect to get my cut of the coverage. Let's see here. Then Senator Warren, yes, here's Warren, urges Treasury Secretary Yellen to combat rising crypto threats. All right, apparently everybody's favorite crypto hater in the Senate.
This has gotta be FUD. I feel like this story is actually from last month, isn't it? It's gotta be.
I think there was another. Well, let's see here. I'll if it is, I'll quickly pivot to the next story. But let's have a look. Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat from Massachusetts, called on United States Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and other regulators to develop a quote comprehensive and coordinated framework for addressing the risks of the cryptocurrency market. In a letter addressed to Yellen, the Democrat senator said. Where was this? This was published today by CNBC. So I think this is an update to it.
But
it is
CNBC.
Yeah, this is kind of dovetailing from last week. Go ahead. You feel like what?
Is this really a new story? Are we just because CNBC published the story today? Are they sure we're not referencing the one from the other week?
That was, I think, comments. Comments in front of the Senate. This time it's a letter, and I imagine just reiterates much of what she said.
So click that link, the underlined said right there.
Yes, I did click it. It goes to the CNBC page here. An article from today. Senator Warren urged Yellen. Doesn't really say exactly. Janet Yellen on Tuesday. So she did urge Janet Yellen on Tuesday to identify and remedy risks posed by cryptocurrency and to craft a quote comprehensive coordinated framework through which federal agencies can continue regulating virtual coins. Yep. So slightly new development. Yes, it's much of what she already stated before. Let's have a look. She continued in her letter writing, quote, "As the demand for crypto continues to grow and these assets become more embedded in our financial system, consumers, the environment, and our financial system are all under growing threats." Damn, guys. The specter of crypto looms like the spacecraft in Independence Day. Here comes crypto over the horizon, moving in on Washington D.C. The financial system, consumers, the environment, financial system again. Wow, are all under growing threats from crypto. Man, that you'd think this was a space-bound existential threat. Right. Enough of Warren and her comments. You get the gist of it. I don't really think there's too much to cover here. Let's check the time. All right. Got a couple minutes left to cover another item or two. All right. This was trending today as well. MasterCard unveiling its new startup path initiative for blockchain and cryptocurrency companies. All right, global payment giant MasterCard has introduced a new startup path, startup engagement program for cryptocurrency and blockchain companies with the aim of improving innovation and increasing crypto adoption. It's nice when these companies, these massive multinationals with so much money to spend, put their money where their mouth is and, try to at least see some development in the space. It's good. In a press release on Tuesday, MasterCard revealed that 7 cryptocurrency and blockchain startups have joined the company's new Start Path program. Since the beginning of the startup initiative in 2014, over 250 startups have participated. The new Start Path program targets blockchain cryptocurrency companies, and it would make it easier and safer for institutions and retailers to trade and hold cryptocurrencies. Meanwhile, the 7 startups participating initiatives are a Singapore-based non-fungible token marketplace called Mintable, Switzerland-based fintech digital assets firm Taurus, and an Israeli crypto custody platform called GK8. Other companies include American investment platform Domain Money, Singapore fintech and blockchain infrastructure company Stacks, Swiss blockchain Oracle platform Supra Oracles, and the US-based crypto business Uphold. All right, a few names I recognize.
Uphold. That's one I recognize.
Startups selected by MasterCard would address and solve issues plaguing the nascent industry. Some of the problems include data security and accuracy, asset tokenization, and a smooth transition from traditional sector to the digital economy. Commenting on the latest development, MasterCard's Executive VP of New Digital Infrastructure and FinTech, Jess Turner, said the following, quote, MasterCard has been engaging with the digital currency ecosystem since 2015. As a leading technology player, we believe we can play a key role in digital assets, helping to shape the industry and provide consumer protections and security. Part of the role is to forge the future of cryptocurrency, and we're doing that by bridging mainstream financial principles with digital asset innovations. All right, is this a net positive? MasterCard helping shape the future of the industry. I'll let you be the judge, guys. But there we go. At least some maybe worthwhile projects may very well be getting the appropriate funding they need, and indeed it might boost adoption and many other aspects in space. All right, MasterCard news done with. Got another minute or two left. I'm going to cover 1 or 2 more items. Shopify is now supporting NFT sales, starting with the Chicago Bulls. Shopify, of course. Everybody's heard of Shopify, leading e-commerce platform, lets websites add storefronts and accept payments. Well, it's now added support for NFTs, allowing store owners to sell the crypto collectibles directly without relying on an external marketplace. Word of the NFT support comes from Shopify president, who tweeted about the news via his personal Twitter account today. He said the official NFT drop from the NBA Chicago Bulls, which was announced late last week, marks one of the first examples of the tech being used by a Shopify partner. He said the functionality is open to a select few Shopify partners for now, but stay tuned for more to roll out. All right, so I guess
website. Go open up the Chicago Bull NFT website. I've looked at it.
Yeah, I'm going to it right now. Let's go check it out. nft.bulls.com is the website here. Bulls Legacy Collection. So I guess this page here is powered by Shopify. I guess you have to ask for priority access. Here's some. They're selling rings. They're selling NFT NBA rings. So you can see only 6 minted of these ones, 23 of these, 62 of these. All right. Here's some more items here. So this whole storefront is probably familiar if you used Shopify before. Here we go. You can see this is coming soon. Cool stuff. All powered by Shopify. Man, this NFT thing is really becoming, really taking over the consumer world, eh? There you go. Shopify, Chicago Bulls. Seems like sports, sports-related NFTs are all the rage. And the first applications. All right. Enough of Bulls. Enough of, let's see here. Introducing the Bulls NFT Legacy Collection. 6 NBA titles, 6 championship rings, 6 opportunities to own a Bulls NFT championship ring starting on July 26th. Get priority access and challenge.
Did you look at what the NFT is?
What do you mean? Like rings? Here they mentioned
actually,
titles.
yeah. You go to the website. Like these NFTs are actually, they're really underwhelming compared to what they could be, right? Like if you've seen an NBA Top Shot and you look at what this is. So yeah, go to View NFT.
Yep.
So these are already sold. So these sold a couple days ago because you see drops July 26th.
Sold out, correct? Indeed. So you're getting this ring memorialized in NFT form. Championship ring, yeah. Go.
I don't know. It reminds me of like an early 2000s Flash video. That's what I feel like when I look at this. When I look at this NFT. Now that's the Chicago Bulls NFTs, branded NFTs. Now take a look. Now go to NBA Top Shots.
All right, NBA Top Shots.
Yeah.
Google that. Look. All right, NBA Top Shot, quality license NFTs. All right. Quavo, NBA.
So these are the big ones, and this was done on top of Dapper Labs' flow. So let's see here. You can
so I guess you buy the packs, and it's kind of like trading cards, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So go look at one of the trading cards. You can just go search for one on the store. Go to the marketplace.
Yep, I think I'm looking at it now. Here's a $9 base set. Here's the package. Pack details. The representation of the digital equivalent. Let's see here.
No, go and look and buy an actual card on the marketplace.
Gotcha.
So you can look.
Gotcha. Take a look at that. I'll go to the marketplace. Gotcha. Looking for, let's see, valuable listing.
Yeah, sure. Just go look at one of the good ones.
Yep. Here we go. Here's one for 250 grand. Right. This memory
so
here.
This is what like the modern trading card is like.
Right.
You gotta admit, this is way fucking cooler than what Chicago Bulls Flash video Super Bowl ring. Like, look at our Super Bowl ring. Like, why don't you show like the winning shot or the winning? I'm sorry, it's football. The winning touchdown or something, right?
Shot.
Yep. No, this is totally. Yeah, I mean, this. You certainly bring up a great point. This looks so much cooler and sexier than the Bulls. This feels like definitely a new age trading card, right? This is quite something.
You throw in some augmented reality or looking at that in your virtual reality house, like you pick up your
Right.
Yeah, like the scene from like the where he's dunking or whatever, like it puts you into the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. They'd be able to do that.
Well, yeah.
So anyway, comparing the two, you gotta admit the Chicago Bulls really dropped the ball on this one. It looks like just like a shitty cash grab.
Yeah, they should maybe won't fetch these types of prices therefore, but there you go. Here's I guess the LeBron dunk from Series 1. So one of the most valuable examples in the collection is about 200 and unbelievable. You're gonna need Quavo money to afford this kind of thing. But there you have it, guys. Learn something new every day. Top Shot, NBA Top Shot. NFTs really taking over things.
They'd have like the same version of like sports cards, but I didn't imagine it like that, so that's pretty cool.
It's yeah, it's very cool. And indeed, in the future, you're gonna put on your VR headset, and you know, you'll be able to shuffle your cards and look at them in VR world. That's likely where all of this is going as well. It's gonna be pretty cool. You're gonna have these animated cards at the tip of your virtual fingers. All right. Who says all these digital assets are you know, not physically real? Tell me that once you put your VR headset on. Digest a little bit here. All right, enough of NFT talk. I think we spent enough time on this. All
Any
right.
word says it's just all bread and circuses, and he hates his sports card collection.
Wow.
I guess, yeah, I guess we're all human. What can we say, buddy? Yeah, it's bread and circuses, but I like bread. I like the circus. I mean,
I like the circus.
yeah, I mean,
That's funny.
what are you gonna do, bro?
I've never really been.
Enjoy your virtual future. You'll own nothing, and you'll love it.
Yep. Well, you may own, yes, you'll own physically nothing, but you might very well be a digital, you know, baller. You have all your NFT goodies. You know? When you go on a date with a girl, you'll pick her up in your digital Lambo and go for a VR date. Show off your cool VR mansion with all your NFT collectibles inside.
Come hang out inside my cardboard box. Let me show you my NFTs.
Yep. Oh boy. All right. Finally, all right, really quickly, I'm just going to cover this one. All right, have you been looking to, you know, we're not quite at the level of cashing in your Dogecoin for actual Big Macs, but we're getting ever closer. Brazilian Burger King customers can now purchase meat-flavored dog biscuits with Dogecoin. All right, I guess trading Dogecoin for actual human food was still another hurdle here, but according to regional reports, Burger King franchises in Brazil introduced a new type of food specifically made for canines called Dogeper. The new product is a dog biscuit that canine owners can purchase for their pets, and the company is accepting Dogecoin crypto payments for these Dogeper purchases. All right, well, any dog lovers in here?
What's it called? The Dogepe.
Dogeper. Yeah, you got to do a bit of a Portuguese spin on this, but yes, Dogeper, whatever it is. There you go, meat flavored biscuits. What? Not Whopper flavored? You're gonna deny my dog the Whopper experience?
Yeah. Wait, so does it taste flame broiled or not? Damn it, Burger King.
I know, right? I'm gonna trade in my hard-earned Doge for non-flame broiled tasting Doge biscuits. All right, I guess it was too much of a leap to give people. Here's a little rendering of how your next combo at Burger King can look. Welcome to the Dogeper. So it's supposed to be like a Whopper, play on Whopper.
Like the Whopper. It's a Dogper.
Dogper, yes, it's a Dogper. That's what it was. I don't know why it took me so long to get that. It's the Dogper. Probably because of the way the article spelled it relative to the official Burger King spelling. Here's the Dogper, guys. Well, dog fans, Doge holders, this is you can now buy your Tesla and then take your doggy for a ride through the Burger King drive-thru in Brazil. Get him a dog biscuit. Wow. A mass adoption. Who says?
Yeah, gosh, I guess this is mass adoption in action.
Mass dog shit. Sorry.
All right. Enough toying around, guys. We gotta get into the next segment. Sorry this took so long today, but hey, NBA NFTs, dog biscuits, you name it, we covered it all on the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Let's hop into the live chat real quick, or should I do the poll first? All right, I'm gonna do the poll first. Let me drop the poll link in the live chat. If anybody needs it, it just went out. And of course, you can always find our polls in our YouTube channel under the community tab. Let me just expand this out a little bit and reveal today's poll. All right, today's poll is the following. Bitcoin tapped 40K on its Monday rally and since pulled back. Which price target do you think will be reached first? Two options for today's poll. One bullish one. The first one is a bullish move will continue. 42K is next. Do you think we will overcome 40K resistance, get to 42 or even higher in the near future before any major pullback? First option is for you bulls. Second option is for the bearish outlook. This move is over. The bearish leg down to test 30K again is next. Yes. I think we've topped out here. Was yesterday's candle actually like some kind of a blow off top? And we're actually going to be setting up to test 30K again. That is your second option. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to refresh this real quick, see if any respondents. Yeah, 6 people have voted since. Right now, 67% of respondents. That would be 4 people. 4 people voting that bullish move is going to continue. We're going to see 42K next. All right, guys. There is today's poll. Want to check in on yesterday's while we're here? 71 votes for yesterday's poll. Of course, they're related to Bitcoin and altcoins, all pulling a bullish performance. Do you think the bull market is back? Or is this a bull trap? First option, of course, was bull market's back. Second option, it's a bull trap. We have plenty more lows to test this year. Man, people were very bearish. 65% of respondents in yesterday's poll think that, no, we are not back in the swing of a full bull market just yet. But I guess that remains to be seen. Do check out today's poll and respond. Toward the end of the show, I will try and take a look at the responses. Yeah.
I think that's bullish. To me, that sounds like if everybody hasn't turned bullish yet, then there's still room in the tank for there to be an uptrend. You know what I mean?
And then people are starting to short the top, or think they've been shorting the top.
I was talking to someone last night who is they trade, but they're not like a professional trader. They just I don't know what you would call it, but anyway, they had taken this opportunity to like exit a lot more of their bags on the top of this wick right here.
I'm inclined to do the same. I'm not gonna lie, kind of wish I did. Did promise myself.
But that doesn't mean it's the right move.
You're right.
I'm undecided. Yeah, we'll talk about it when we look at the charts. I feel like we certainly have pushed down for quite a couple months here in crypto already.
Certainly. I am indeed crossed about that myself. I promised myself when we were swirling around the 29K lows of last week, the next big pop up, I would sell into a little bit. So yeah, I'm still on the fence, but I should really probably follow through with that. That's what I told myself. At the panic lows of 29K, I'm gonna find an opportunity to sell off between hopefully here and 46K. We'll see.
If you think about it, when we talk about resistance and trapped buyers, these are really the people that we're talking about on the show. If you think about it, as soon as we got near the resistance of the previous high, everybody looked at that and they thought, this is my chance to get out. This is my exit liquidity. And these people all sold, and that's why Bitcoin was instantly like it went here near 40,000. It was just like got dumped on instantly. Yep. You think about it, it's like the collective action of hundreds of thousands of these people going, whew, oh thank God, this is my chance. So I don't know. I kind of think it's interesting, these moments. You talk to people and you think about the psychology of market participants at critical moments like this. It just kind of helps you, I think, put together a little bit more in your mind how it all fits. Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, and if that is the true narrative of how this played out, then I like that for more upside.
Indeed. All right. Let's hop into the live chat. We'll shut everybody out and we'll get rolling with the next part of the show. Let's see who's with us today. Daniel. Daniel says, hi, guys. First in the chat. And Ron Legato. Guys, you are like always in here first. In fact, as soon as they post the show on YouTube, Daniel, you come in here like right after. I don't know how your notification game is set up so tight, but good job, Daniel. Always in here super early.
Guys, stalking us. I know it.
Someone's refreshing their subscription list every minute around 1 o'clock looking for our show to pop up. But shout out to Daniel, always in here first. Ron Legato as well. Prophet Bear says, I'm here. Is this the dip? LOL. Yeah, it's a type of dip, that's for sure. Alex Salt 33, hello and good evening. Shout outs to Alex. Right on Rice, David Rice, good afternoon all. Let's get this for sure. Rhino TD joins us as well, writing good evening all. A very good evening to Rhino TD. I guess he's on the other side of the pond. Let's see. Hello Tomorrow on YouTube joins us, says, please tell us about 1inch. Well, hello Tomorrow. I'm going to add 1 inch to the request line. Just hang on a little bit after the main analysis.
Well, it's 2.54 centimeters, I'll have you know.
Yes, that too. We will break down all the metric versus imperial data. Wait for the request line, and we'll get right into that. Thank you, new user by the name of Hello Tomorrow. Please do follow and subscribe. We will be back. He says, today I saw 1 inch going to give a bonus for those holding 100 1-inch tokens.
100 or 100,000?
Sorry, 100,000.
That's a lot of money.
Yep. Well, you know, whales deserve to have a little more sprinkled onto them for helping support 1 inch.
Yeah.
What's
Hey,
1
I
inch
mean,
at
if
right now anyway?
Good for you, all the better. You're probably not watching our show.
Is it a $1 token? Is it a $5 token? What's 1 inch at? Anybody know?
I think it's like $2 and something right now.
250 right now.
All right.
If I had to guess.
Anybody holding 250 grand a 1 inch, gonna get a little bonus from the 1 inch team according to Hello Tomorrow. We'll take a look at that in a bit. Franklin MC.
So they're probably just tipping themselves.
Maybe. Franklin MC, good morning, gentlemen. Shout outs to you, Franklin MC, and ladies. Yes, and ladies too. Taz Blitz, good evening, all. Shout outs to Taz. Let's see here. Gotta go easy on the lemon, says Taz. I have to build up my supply. We sure do. As you guys build up your lemon coffers, I slowly drain the CC stash. Profit Bear, I'm about ready to go all in for the short term. Alright, somebody is FOMOing in for a short-term move to the upside. Hello Tomorrow. Hi, please. Okay, I see that. Hello Tomorrow. Hang tight. Waiting for confirmation. Indeed, wait for that confirmation. Daniel, hey guys, when is Johnny going to release the new CC training bot? Still under development, you know, with Brexit and all these other things.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I just spoke to him earlier this week, and he had set a goal to work on it 2 hours a day.
Yep.
Like I said, he, as Jack was saying, he had a few life stuff come up the last few months, and there's just no way to work on the bot. What can you do, guys?
Yeah,
life gets in the way sometimes.
He sort of retired. I guess you could say he kind of left his established position. He was kind of retiring, so to speak. And that coincided with Brexit, and that left his work status, I guess, in another country, kind of awkward in the lurch. So
previously he was European. Suddenly he was British, and therefore a foreigner, and therefore in need of a work permit, and therefore in need of job. But he was like in between jobs because he was just a resident living at the country that he. This is way too much stuff.
Exactly.
We don't really go into this.
No, we don't.
But the point is, Johnny has been busy with other shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's back, and he's gonna be in the lab working on that bot. So thank you, Daniel. It's coming soon is the answer. Nate and Soki on YouTube. I'm wondering, we should expect price to retreat from the current level on Ethereum. Well, hang tight, Alex. We'll certainly cover Ethereum in just a few minutes. DAG, is this a request, Nate and Soki? DAG, is that a coin, or is that just something else? Jordan Stotts says, hey. Shout outs to Jordan Stocks. Alex Sold 33. Is there a way you can give lemons to each other? Yes, there is. I think the other guy has to, you have to go to his channel on DLive and try to deposit lemons the way you do here. But he might have to be live for the lemons to actually take effect. I'm not too sure about that, Taz, but good luck on the lemons. B-Flow, I'm long the Dixie. All right. Interesting. B-Flow long the Dixie. Let's see here. Could you please advise if we should short to the index? Hang tight for the main analysis. David Rice, always put them back. Not like we can sell them yet. Well, I do appreciate everybody who does give back on the lemons. It's just one big recycling center of lemons here. I have a wife and I don't bat for the other team, says Alex. Well, you're not sure what that's in reference to. Made it sound like Deadpool. You guys are talking about something I'm not even aware of in the chat. Mr. Ether, got my son playing Axie. Yes, we mentioned that earlier. Let's see here.
Oh, what he said, it's even worse. When we asked him how it was, he said it cost $1,000 to set up, and I'm pretty sure the only reason he likes it is because he's making money doing it.
So for $1,000 investment, your kid playing some online game is eking out some rewards. All right, well, hopefully Axie continues its rise.
Are you winning, son?
Yes,
are you winning, farming son? Your kid.
Are you winning, son? Meme is so appropriate for this Axie, Mr. And I love it. I see a request, Crypto Bull, hang tight. Rhino TD says he's removing his funds from Binance. Let's see here. Yes, cost him 1K. Only likes it because he's making money. Do you recommend exiting Binance as an exchange? That's a tough one in Soki. I think that all centralized exchanges pose a risk to you and your funds. There's always a degree of counterparty risk that you take on by interacting with any exchange at all out there. So is Binance slightly more dangerous to keep your money on than it was yesterday? Sure, but is it going to go defunct and disappear tomorrow? I don't think so either. Would I recommend exiting Binance? Well, if it is your primary place to gamble on your favorite shitcoins, if you don't have an alternative fallback or one that's probably just as unsavory or worse still, maybe it's not really an option for you to exit Binance. But hey, your mileage may vary. David Rice says, yeah, Buck Finance indeed. All right, thinking about starting. Can't talk about that on here, Mr. Anyword. Bullish Exchange launched the pilot today. Oh, that's cool. Bit of a development for Bullish. Crypto Bull 21 says, time to ditch Axie or keep riding it higher. Well, hang tight. I'll add that to the request line. Could be news for EOS. Could be good news for EOS. Yes, the Bullish Exchange could in fact help EOS. Let's see here. EOS hasn't reacted. Indeed, it hasn't. The legacy system is profiting from the crypto market as they should. Ultimately, it'll help support the legacy system if they do that by profiting from it, don't you think? Yes, indeed. There can be a very complementary, mutually beneficial relationship between legacy and crypto. And yeah, this MasterCard funding of some of these projects surely helps demonstrate that. Jose Alves, yes, no reaction.
I think he's saying that we're keeping the legacy system alive
yes.
longer.
Help support the legacy system.
Maybe, but it's a poison pill, I think.
No, maybe not everything is all bad.
No, it's a poison pill for the legacy system. As they accept cryptos into their sphere, they're just gonna slowly make themselves obsolete.
Could be the case, but if that is so, maybe they have, maybe their current course that they've plotted into the future takes that into account, and they hope to mitigate against that while making that deal with the devil, so to speak. No reaction for now. Your feelings toward BitTorrent token is staking them. Ask Unhinged Space on DLive. I don't think we're big fans of Justin Sun. I really don't know. If BitTorrent token is really gonna revolutionize the torrent space. Hasn't really yet.
I don't believe in staking.
Yep.
I think staking things is a great way to become a long-term bag holder, very underwater on your investment.
Yep.
But what's the point in gaining like 20% a year on something that's going to be 90% underwater, right?
Yep. But hey, if you are sold by BitTorrent token's promise, you do think it's gonna perform well into the future. Yeah, I can see. And you're gonna plan to hold the bags anyway. Sure, staking is just that extra a little bit. But yeah, I don't really have a firm opinion on BitTorrent token. But I'm not a huge fan of Justin Sun, to be honest. Rhino TD, it's a waste of crypto, I guess. B-Flow's with us as well. Shout out to B-Flow. Let's get these last few comments in. We're going to go. Jason's onto something here. 3D virtual view would be way slicker. You're right, Crypto Bull, and that's actually what's coming, in a lot of these NFT projects. If you've ever played something like VR chat, if you've ever done VR chat, you can imagine VR chat now, instead of having all these free assets that are easily ripped off, imagine having like actual digital exclusives in the VR chat world. And that's, I think, where a lot of NFT are heading, including some of the ones that Alex showed off to me last week. Alex, what was that site that had the Godzilla and so many other cool large Gundams, and what was that?
Terra Virtua.
Terra
Virtua .io or .com. One of those. It's a website.
Yes.
And then Terra Virtua, you pay for their stuff in the TVK token, their Terra Virtua Collect, which is also like stakeable, blah, 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 blah.
Exactly.
They got a good Ponzi scheme going on behind their marketplace. But the NFTs are really cool branded shit. You can have like a Mecha Godzilla that roars all Mecha Godzilla like.
Yep.
I'll let you guys explore it yourself. I've been in a deep dive on this metaverse stuff all like the last
Indeed.
couple of weeks.
Yep, here's we're taking a very brief look here at it. Here's Godzilla versus Kong. Check out some of these Godzilla collectibles.
And these are officially branded. So the company, you know, obviously there's royalties for the company and it gets a cut. But imagine, so you click on it, you'll get the 3D view. So imagine this in your virtual, yeah, I don't know, your virtual
world. It's basically imagine
whatever.
Again, you'd have to probably something like VR chat. Something like VR chat if you've ever played it and checked out that environment. VR chat. Just imagine VR chat with actual exclusives where people can genuinely have rare and cool collectibles. All right, it's taking forever to load this animation, but you get the idea. Here's a Mecha Godzilla you can splash some money for.
Maybe this is just not the right thing to do while you're trying to stream and all this stuff.
Potentially. I got more than enough bandwidth generally, but let's take a look. Let's see what happens.
Maybe it's a computer resource problem.
Nope, I got a pretty beefy rig here. Just seems to be running slow today, but no biggie, guys. But check it out. Basically, number 1407 of 2500 minted, which means then you know, you pick up one of these babies in the future VR metaverse that they're trying to build out here. You might be one of only 2,500 people with this particular asset to show off in the virtual world. So, yeah, pick one that's going to make you the belle of the ball, I guess. Let's hop back into the chat real quick. Excuse me for that little interruption here. I used a new holographic photo frame. Indeed, the holographic photo frame. Yes. Yeah, just like that guy who was wearing that chain, right, Alex? His NFT necklace?
Oh yes, the NFT pendant that you can
NFT
program.
pendant. Yes, hilarious where this NFT world is coming from. All right, guys, I took way too long to get to this point, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. Moonshine Fuel, shoutouts to you as well. Love to read your comments, guys, but I'm pretty much out of time. Rolo Maximus says most normies panic sold already. I feel you, that's for sure. Boris Bitcoin's with us today. He says, I'm more bullish continuation price appreciated for Bitcoin, but the downturn traditional markets today has me apprehensive. Yes, I feel you the same way. China's huge downturn really makes me wonder, is that preceding some big down move in all markets? Yes, traditionals are rough looking. Yes, indeed. All right, shoutouts everybody. Sorry if I missed anyone. Paranormal Debunker, Ali Sani is also here, and I see a request, guys. All right, enough long talk. Get into the next segment. Sorry it took so long to knock out the intro, but let's do it. Alex, if you don't mind going live. Oh, you're already live. Connecting to him now, guys. Let's looking at the Bitcoin USD 4-hour. Cool. We're all synced up. Alex, you take over from here. I'm gonna hop through the live chat, start collecting requests.
My first thoughts are, wow, our pitchfork resistance level has done a really good job here of kind of letting us know that this area was perhaps the edge of the range where we'd want to be long. For now, I think it makes sense to be looking for a pullback towards maybe 34,000, 35,000-ish, this area. I don't really see any reason to be looking to short this spot yet. We haven't crossed over, we haven't crossed under yet on our oscillator. We're still holding the uptrend. I can see us still having a little bit of space to push upwards here. So I think we're looking for a pullback here towards 35,000, maybe 34,000, and then one more move upwards into some kind of trading range, maybe 45,000. We were also looking at the $50,000 area as another interesting area. Now, what does this look like on higher time frames? I'm just not sure it makes sense to be bearish yet here on Bitcoin, at least not for another few weeks. It looks like we're just starting to break over resistance here. We'll see if we hold this area. We did get a very nice continuation signal on Sunday night when we closed so strongly here.
Yeah, and that was one of the reasons why I pointed out at the beginning of the week that we're likely going to need this whole week and next week to be able to even really tell anything to see whether we hold above this break of trend.
Yeah, but I feel good about this for now.
I'm
not ready to. I'm not ready to dump all our longs here, especially when the weekly time transformation is just starting to get a little positive, right? We've been essentially ever since April, we've been operating under a sell signal. We never crossed back over here until 2 days ago. And we did it on top of, a relatively bullish movement that saw a lot of shorts liquidated and that surprised a lot of people who were predicting movements down to 24, 25K. And then, sure, a few days later, they're predicting 24 or 25K again. I'm not so sure yet. That being said, if this week ended anything like this on Ethereum, I would just be ready to head for the hills. This is really ugly weekly candle this time. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Zoom out a little bit. We just got a 3-day close yesterday. How did that turn out? Let's take a look at that. Now, this is still a relatively strong 3-day close. Our close above 2150 here is still a strong close. We did it on the daily, we did it on the 3-day here. For now, as long as we can hold above $2,000, then I feel pretty good about a bullish continuation here. So, I could see us push down towards 1950. If we broke below 1950 at all again, I think I'd want to be out. Anywhere below 1950, anywhere below 1900, it's time to just get out of Ethereum for a little while. I would just be looking to get into cash at that point, because we would also be breaking below our weekly parabolic trend at that point. So this is really our critical area. We've got, I feel that we can continue here. It seems to me we have very strong support. But if I'm just wrong, then that would really be this is the spot where you would know. If we broke through this area to the downside right here, then just get out. Get to the dollar.
The dollar.
We missed it. There was a dollar breakout, and you weren't here, buddy. All last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could fill in for you.
I did such a poor job of doing the thing.
Jack does it pretty good. Come on.
Yeah, but
Get to the dollar. What are you doing?
That's
Now get down to the dollar.
yeah.
that's the
Yeah, that's the stuff. That's what we keep him around for. Hey, it's Jason. He said the thing.
say the thing, Bert.
Yeah. All right, so currently Bitcoin looks stronger than Ethereum. I think we'll see that reflected here on Ethereum Bitcoin. Yep. As a matter of fact, I think we had this drawn out here as a, yeah. So we've got this drawn out as a descending triangle. And it makes a lot of sense, this play. Just kind of take it to a retest of our here we go. Here's where I've got it drawn out. Of our linear trend. Kind of like this. There we go, our linear trend. And the trend is nearly logarithmic, but I would classify this more as a linear trend. So either way, we're coming down. We're retesting the trend. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Hold on to your shorts here. That's what it looks like here. That's if we break below 5.5 million cents. Bitcoin dominance continuing to rise here. I think you guys saw that on Crypto Bubbles. Today was a real down day for alts. Bitcoin was fine. I mean, it wasn't like an update on Bitcoin, but we're up 0.5% from yesterday. We're not. If you held on to your Bitcoin, you're not hurting. It's just kind of like sitting there right now. That's not really true for the alts in this spot. I think right now Bitcoin is the trade. I've said as much yesterday, and I think that still is true today. We got this 3-day close very strongly on Bitcoin dominance. I say Bitcoin is the trade here, whether the market goes down or not. And what may happen is we may see Bitcoin rise fast enough that the alts just do poorly. They trade sideways or maybe even down. Possibility. Yeah. Basically, nothing looking that strong here. Bitcoin pushing up into resistance a little bit, but I still think it got a little bit more room. Uniswap really banging on the door of resistance in this spot, but has not yet broken above it. Dragon Perp has room here to move up. As you guys will remember, we're kind of watching this to see if it holds the 3-day log trend. DeFi down today when everything else is up. Jeez Louise. It's still not DeFi season. What can you say? Interesting volume up here. I think I'd like to see us push up into this area again. What about 9,000? Yeah, I don't think I'm prepared to write off our plan to take these up towards resistance, right? That was our plan. We discussed this last week.
Yep.
The plan was we break out of our downtrends, maybe we retest down a little bit, but ultimately we sweep back towards resistance here. See, support, resistance, this flip area that we see on a lot of these alts. But, you know, support here, resistance here. That's what we want. Get all the way back up. Interesting. Maybe.
Looks like the right pattern.
And then this would also be kind of fractally if it did that, right?
Yep. And then you would hit that lower low after that swing and come down to your trend. With still time to hit the buy here.
I'm kind of eager to see what happens.
Yeah, that's part of this, is just having to be patient.
All right, so Jack sort of gave things away here, but down day on the markets, up day on Dixie. That's normal. That's what we would presume, right? Down day on Dixie. On the one hand, this is what we've been expecting. We've been kind of watching this for the past 3 weeks. We've been hanging around the highs here. We've been waiting to see if we would break up or if we would break down from resistance, and we do seem to be breaking down. Getting a nice 3-day short signal as of, well, sell signal as of yesterday. Excellent. This is very good. I'm pleased about this. This means there's a chance that crypto can continue. Today the inverse correlation is broken a little bit, isn't it?
Depends on how the day ends.
What?
It depends on how the day ends.
Yeah. But for now, it seems, the inverse correlation is broken a little bit today, but it holds most days. I feel very confident. We'll continue watching this, but it's just interesting. So, similarly, we would say dollar down, traditional markets up, right? Let's take a look at that. Youch.
Yowza.
Sellers stepped back in. We gapped down on open. So we closed yesterday up here at all-time highs. We gapped down today. We trade down all day long and then trade back up to resistance. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But it's not a great look, right? What is it I say about strength? We want to see strength continue pushing forward. Stronger. Things curve upwards. That's what it's compounding, growing. That's what you want out of a parabolic movement, out of an economy, out of a market. And when you get lower highs, when you start curving off to the side, not curving upwards, that's a sign of weakness. That's the market not pushing upwards parabolically. If we don't go up, we must go down. That's how these things work. So, yeah, ultimately, this is very rough looking here. We'll know more by the end of the week. But, I cannot remember who in the chat noted, this is not good for crypto. As I've been saying, crypto can continue if traditional markets continue. Since the start of May, traditional markets have gone sideways. if we move up here, I think there's a good argument to be made for crypto moving up here as well. I've made it several times, but if we don't, I don't see how we move up against a tide of panic in the traditional stock market.
Yeah.
Maybe we're up in the NASDAQ? Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
And hey, we did reject from the other side of my trend line.
Yep.
I told you that was a real trend line, and I was starting to feel so foolish.
We talked about it live
Yeah.
when it was hitting it.
And we've got a very interesting bearish divergence here. A second bearish divergence, much stronger. So we break below our trend and we push up and make a new high. But on our oscillator's not having it. It's like, nope, bro. That's really a lower high. Click, click, boom. Yeah. It's a very old reference. Most of you won't get that, but there you go. Anyway, that looks really rough here on the NASDAQ. I suppose the S&P 500 will also be bad. Come on. What we got? Give it to me straight, Doc. Oof.
Everything's kind of getting smacked. Especially China.
Yeah. Let's go look at that. Out of any of these, the S&P 500 is the only indice that kind of looks like it could keep going. The NASDAQ looks bad. It looks real bad. And the Dow Jones hasn't looked good in a couple months, as it made any new... I mean, it made some new highs nominally, but it hasn't done the thing like NASDAQ did. It just didn't keep going. It's worrisome, guys. Very worrisome. No, that's not what I want. World markets. Do we have panic in the world markets? Let's see. Taiwan. Did any of you hop onto a Wanda and short the shit out of Taiwan markets yesterday like I told you to? I'm telling you guys, death. Look at this. This is such a huge topping pattern. If any of you happen to live in Taiwan, just move. That's it. Just get out. It's a year, this entire year, just top, and lower high. It's not good. Singapore, kind of trading sideways. You can make an argument here that we can still go upwards on Singapore. But a lot of these other ones aren't looking so hot. Netherlands, another bearish divergence on our oscillator here. Japan continuing to break down from its retest of support, now resistance. A measured move would take us to at least 26,300. India, what did I tell you? Still resistance. Short the shit out of this thing. Short it. Short this thing. Look at this. Short it. Find a way. Lie to the company about what you do for a living so you can borrow a bunch of money and short the shit out of India right now. The UK 100. I've been saying to short this since May.
That's what he said.
This is not financial advice, but
Satire, John.
Well,
kind of.
Yes, with all disclaimer.
UK here. I mean, this is pretty rough looking. We could wander back near resistance one more time, but we've already rejected from it so many times. This looks bad, just like everything else. And Hong Kong, Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So, on top of everything going on with China, don't forget Hong Kong is tied in very closely to China's economy right now. They're slowly being merged. And there was some really big political news in Hong Kong. Someone was jailed for their political opinions again in Hong Kong, but this time it was like a little different. This was like they weren't protesting, they just like had the opinions and they were jailed for them. So that kind of sucks. So we got this going on in the market. As you might imagine, you know, people aren't super stoked about stuff like that. France giving us kind of a fake out breakout on our broadening descending wedge. You have to redraw this again. Well, let's just leave this for right now. Let's see what happens with it. China. What was it I said back over here, right? If we break below this level, we will get strong continuation. That's why it was very interesting to me when it appeared as if we were starting to get a little bit of
Bottoming behavior.
support, and then once we broke this right here, that was it. So this was Friday. Let's zoom out here. Oh my gosh, it's all the way back to the economic highs of 2018, of 2015. Just erased all of 2020 and well, I guess 2021 has already erased all 2020, I guess is probably the best way to say it. I guess this isn't a bad place to look to be a buyer in China stuff. China is not going anywhere as a world power. If people are panicking about Chinese businesses, give it a month, give it 2 months. China will find a way to appeal to American investors again. And I could see Chinese and emerging markets start doing well again. But for right now, I would expect to see us like hang around here and make some bottoming behavior. I don't think we're gonna like V out of this. I don't. Then again, what do I know about China, right? Maybe they'll come out with some like amazing news. But it sounds a little unlikely to me. Australia, what do we got here? Just hanging out near the highs. It's probably a short, but it's not as obvious as India, right? Wheat, hanging around near the highs. Oil, certainly appears like it could turn into a short here soon. Let's not forget, we got really strong buyback from support here. I don't want to rush into a short again. The short opportunity was right when we were around $75. When we had that break of trend. I think that's on BCO, actually. There we go. There we go. Yeah. I think it's probably more likely we break down from here, but we could still retest further upwards. Finally getting a pullback at natural gas. Where? Right around $4. Natural gas ended up being a killer commodities trade here, which I do believe we called out as being a really great looking chart. Platinum at this time, I would say I'd probably be looking to get out of my my long here and be looking to be a buyer back near $950, $900. I'm really not sure that $1,000 is going to hold in this spot any longer. We'll see. You could argue that we haven't broken the downtrend yet. But Palladium. I mean, come on. You guys already know what's going to happen here. I've been telling you for weeks. Say goodbye to Palladium.
She going tumble.
Yeah, she going down. It is known.
I've heard it in stories.
Yes. Silver, you guys already know this is headed down. I've told you time and again. Just say goodbye. Market symmetry would have us come down to somewhere around $22.50, but a measured move, I think, would take us all the way down to 20. And there's some sense here for the $20, and this is where we've got consolidation. That's what I was mentioning on the show here. This is starting to look like an area where I would want to be a buyer and take gold higher. Ooh, that rhymes. I would be a buyer and take gold higher.
Knock it off.
I guess it's good for world markets right now. Bonds, huge, up bigly today, so bigly. 5-year, 2-year, 10-year. Now it doesn't look like it's gonna reject from resistance. Now it looks like it's like winding up, right? UK 10-year. That's strong. 30-year. Oof. We're still holding the uptrend, right? 10-year Deutsche Bunds. Strong, guys. Strong, strong, strong. So this is what we would expect if we were going to be looking for some hard times in stocks coming up. Stocks and bonds negatively correlated, inversely correlated. See bonds moving up, we can expect to see stocks move down. That's rough. Okay, let's do chart requests.
All right, perfectly. We're about half past the hour, so right on time for chart requests. We don't have too many to look at today, but we'll certainly get into it in just a little bit. All right, I'll cover a comment here from Andrew Munns. He has a strategy he's been referencing. All right, I'm just going to read his message here. I've been smashing the F out of the indices by looking at Asian markets at around 9 p.m. for directional bias. And I typically find that the U.S. markets follow. Seems to be a little correlated to crypto as well, he says. So Andrew Munns suggesting you look at the Asian, you look at the Asian indices, which seem to lead the move of the major markets once they open up here in the West. So that strategy has been working well for him. Well done, Mr. Munns. Let's see here. And of course, somebody by the name of Swaggity Yolonays 69 on Twitch asks, if the stock market crashes, what happens to crypto?
Crypto also goes down. That's what I'm saying.
Take a look what happened in March of 2020, if you need a something to reference. All right. Let's get into the first request. Let me put that on the screen now, guys. Let's do it. 15 minutes to go for the chest opening on DLive. Get your lemons in now. In the meantime, let's look at this first request. Hello tomorrow. Spamming the live chat. Hello tomorrow. Are you still in the DLive chat? Let us know. But he wanted to look at 1 inch, so let's give 1 inch a look.
All right. Yeah. We'll show you our 1 inch. We got it right here.
Whip out that big 1 inch.
Party time, boys.
Party time to the upside.
You look at this on the monthly, and there's some sense to this, right? Taking
Mhm.
this upwards here.
Volatility beginning to decrease to the downside. Sellers running out of gas.
The weekly here.
You might go sideways for another month, but
I mean, I like this spot for a reversal here, and time transformation should give us one. Maybe not this week, next week. It really depends on how strongly we bounce here. I think it makes sense to be a buyer of 1 inch at $2 and below. Let's look at a different chart. I think we can get more data here on Uniswap. I suppose I would just. I don't know. I feel like this area makes more sense. This consolidation area down here, like near $1, $1.25. But anywhere below $2 is good. I wish there was somewhere we had more data here. No, really. I guess it's really all I have to say here. Well, yeah, what's the Bitcoin pairing chart look like? I guess that's what's really important here. At this time, until we recover back over 6,500 sats, I don't think it makes sense to be in 1 inch versus Bitcoin. We could just keep breaking down here, and if we did, Bitcoin's the better trade. Keep your eyes on the downtrend, and if that breaks, then it might be worth taking 1 inch. What's next?
All right, hello tomorrow. There was your look at 1 inch. Hop into the West. All right, this one relates to Ethereum. I know you covered Ethereum in your main analysis. Nitin Soki on YouTube asks, I'm wondering, should we expect the price to retreat from the current level on Ethereum? If I recall, I think you were kind of, you had a bit of a bearish?
Probably on lower time frames at least, but I hope it's going to bounce on higher time frames.
All right, I don't think there's much more to add. You think they should just look at the replay for...
I covered it as much as I can.
I think he gave Ethereum a fair shake. Nitin Soki, do check out the replay if you missed any part of Alex's Ethereum analysis. All right, in the meantime, Nitin Soki also wants us to look at DAG. DAG, of course, being the project known as Constellation DAG. Its top trading pair is on KuCoin against USDT, followed by Bitcoin.
Looks a little tapped out in this spot. Yeah, we're hanging out in the no trade zone. Looks like we may get a sell signal tomorrow. I just wouldn't do anything right here. If you could close above 20 cents, then it might be worth longing some price discovery. So yeah, I would just do that. It could keep going. We just don't have the sell signal yet. We don't have a buy signal either, so we'll see. What's next?
All right, there was a look at Constellation. Shoutouts to Nitin Soki over on YouTube. In the meantime, go ahead and give this next request a look. Crypto Bull 21 on DLive writes, can we look at SPC wrapped ETH, please? All right, so I guess this is going to be a ChartX jobby.
Sure.
Which SPC? Space Chain, Star Pacific Coin, Vector Security. flashback.
Yep.
I don't really see anything. I don't see any reason why we'd want to be in this right now.
Yeah.
As this, I mean, unless there's like maybe a different space chain.
No, I think that's about right.
Maybe.
Crypto
I
Bull.
just don't see anything here that's interesting.
Alright, nothing too interesting here. Crypto Bull, do let me know if we covered the right space chain on ChartX. If we do need to check out another coin, I'll certainly round back to you. But in the meantime, let's get back in next request. Crypto Bull 21 asks, is it time to ditch Axie Infinity or keep riding it up higher? AXS.
Well, so far I haven't done a very good job of predicting where the top is, but let's look at it again.
Another ripper.
I mean, yeah, it's probably a good time, but you don't have any kind of sell signal yet, so I don't have anything to tell you yet, man. Generally speaking, yes, this entire area it's good to be a seller, but I thought, $25 was a good selling location too, and did another 100% after that, so I guess you can keep going long after I think it doesn't make sense anymore, so I would just hang on until you break some sort of trend. What's next?
Alright, there is your look at AXS. Yeah, that's the Crypto Bull for that one. I'm going to check in the chat in just a minute. Let's see here. I'm going to introduce the next request. Let me check the time as well. Alright, about 4.5 minutes to go for the chest opening. Only got a couple requests still left. Alright, here's one from Ali over on YouTube. He writes, Alex, is it a good time to long Bitcoin? Or should I just continue dollar cost averaging? Or maybe just wait and do nothing? Or maybe I put my money into alts or ETH. Alright, a lot of maybes here. I do think I know what the answer is. Bitcoin looks strong.
This is not a portfolio management service. No. Look, I said what I had to say about Bitcoin versus the alts. I think Bitcoin is a good play for the near term. How you want to enter it is up to you, and that's a personal decision. And that's definitely not financial advice, like territory. It's one thing to be like, hey, something like looks like a great short. It's another to tell you how to manage your entire portfolio, which that question was. Yeah, like listen, I said what I said about Bitcoin doing better than alts going into the future. If you guys will remember January and February of this year, I said what I said about Ethereum doing better than Bitcoin going into the future. You can all see how that turned out. You can make your own decisions based on that.
Alright, there's probably not much more to add to that. Getting Alex's raw and unfiltered thoughts. Take the entire analysis out. Your decision to make your next move, Mr. Ali. And yeah, my takeaway was that Bitcoin seemingly looking to outperform alts in the near term. But not much more to add to that. Go ahead and get into the next request. All right. Heisenberg, user by Heisenberg. Shoutouts to Walter White on YouTube. He writes, "Hi guys, can we look at Energy Web Token Bitcoin?" All right, EWT.
I feel like we looked at it yesterday and it looked like crap then. Let's see if it changed. It's positioned well. Time transformation looks kind of strong here. It could be interesting if we move up more. For right now, I don't know. Certainly, you look at the weekly here, and for the last few weeks, you've got to wonder, are sellers just exhausted, maybe? Where is our selling momentum? Just kind of gone away, kind of wandering upwards right here. Let's wait for a little bit more movement upwards, something, a little bit more confirmation, maybe a break of this resistance level here on Bitcoin pairing. And then if we broke back above this area, then okay. All right. I could see taking EWT here. What's next?
All right, EWT in the bag. Let me take a look at the time. All right, we're about a minute to go to open that chest, so 60 seconds to go. I'm going to start filling out the chest. Now I'm going to introduce the next request. Next request is MATIC USDT full. Let's look at MATIC. Everyone else, keep your eye on the D Live. I'm opening that chest in under seconds.
MATIC does not look so hot here, does it? In fact, it looks as if we're trapped underneath resistance here at around $1.05. If we can't close above $1.05, I would suggest to you we're probably going to break down here and end up in this next buy zone here around 50 cents or so. As a matter of fact, I'm going to draw out our new buy zone here. Just so that in the future I can do more victory laps.
Got to be opening the chest in 10 seconds.
Are you becoming Alex from the past as we speak?
Yes. I'm channeling the ancients right now. Hold on. All right, we'll see what happens here if we end up rejecting from this resistance level right here. It's a lot of trap buyers here.
Electric boogaloo.
Yeah. What's next?
Tentatively, that's the last request, although I gotta go back into the live chat. I haven't checked it in a few minutes to see whether the request's still in there, but in the meantime, I'm gonna announce today's big winner. Live Crypto Lemon giveaway. Crypto Bull 21 really swept the board today, over 130. Congrats, took a big win today. Taz Blitz with 75 lemons. Yours surely with 54. Paranormal Debunker with 43, and guess who? Rounding up the top 5.
They made the list, baby.
Jason with 36 lemons. Congrats, Jason. And everyone else who participated today, thank you so much for everybody who dropped lemons and ice creams and all that in the chat. I do thank Livians for that. And a very big special thank you to Crypto Bull 21. He dropped a diamond in the live chat a few minutes ago, writing "Thank you guys." Well, very big thank you.
God. That's enough to buy a new home. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, that's out of the way. So go ahead and hop in the live chat real quick. Let's see if I can extract another request. All right, so we looked at MATIC. Crypto Bull writes, numbers go up on Monday and Tuesdays, and numbers go down on Fridays and Saturdays. Maybe. Let's see here. Mike Maker joins us in the live chat a little late. He says, howdy. Howdy to you, Mike Maker. Crypto Bull 21 clarified SPC is Space Chain. All right, I think we looked at the correct one, Crypto Bull.
Yeah, look good.
Yep, I think we looked at the right one. Oh, yes. Is it good for a macro long-term hold? It's a node in space. Okay.
Yo, bro, I have explained like dozens of times that I am not the guy to ask about
Indeed.
nodes in space. I
Indeed.
look at
Nodes in space.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm definitely not the person to ask.
No problem at all. That's appropriate. Korean Batosai. Badosai. Korean Badosai on YouTube has just joined us. Welcome to the channel, Korean Badosai. He writes, "Hi, where can I place my request?" Right here in the live chat is fine. And then he follows up by writing, "I'd like to see Ethereum 15-minute and 1 hour." My man, we kind of trade higher time frames. We've given Ethereum a good look already in the show. If Alex is feeling generous and we don't have too many other requests, we might still revisit Ethereum on this lower time frame request of yours. But in the meantime, Korean Badosai, hang on. I have to check if there's a few other pertinent requests still waiting for us. CryptoBull21 says he recommends looking into Space Chain. All right, everybody give Space Chain SPC a good look. CryptoBull does share. Bflow says Hex USDC on the daily. Does it look like it's going to buck the trend line or fall on its face? All right, that's a worthy request.
I still think Hex is going to break down. Or do I? Maybe it's going to fucking hold it. Jesus. I really couldn't say, dude. I really can't say.
Yeah, it hasn't broken any trend yet. Wait for that trend break.
Yeah. I thought it was topped out here and it had another 80% in the gas tank, so we'll see. I guess I'll remain agnostic for now. We'll see.
All right, next one up is from, well, a user I don't quite recognize, Pablo. Let's see. Pablo987 on D Live joins us. Pablo, welcome to the channel. I see your request here, adding it to the list right now. Pablo writes, DOT question mark. If alts test up before another leg down, do you think DOT and DeFi will follow the move up? A lot of these markets move in parallel. Alex, maybe a quick look at Polkadot. The upside, let's.
I mean, I don't see anything special here over any other alt that we've looked at right now. I think DOT can continue towards resistance, like I think all the alts can, but it's going to trade with the rest of the market. There's nothing special here whatsoever. It looks just like everything else. And frankly, if we look at Bitcoin, it looks like shit. Just be in Bitcoin. Just be in Bitcoin.
It looks like the Hong Kong and China A50 chart right before that big break to the downside.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you should have been in Bitcoin for months now. Ever since March or April. Be in Bitcoin. What's next?
All right, what's next? Let's see here. Political Bridge joins us on D Live. He says, "Hey guys, welcome to Political Bridge. Welcome back." He says, "Love you guys as always." All right, thank you. Love you too, Political Bridge. We love all our loyal audience. Thank you, everybody. Of course, comes through and supports us every day. Where are we on the time? All right, we got about 10 minutes left in the show. I just got one more request coming in now, so we're gonna send one more request. That was DOT, of course, for Pablo. Thank you, Pablo, once again. All right, this one has to do with the Fox token. How about that Fox token? Ask Crypto.
Let's look at it. I imagine it's probably not great right now.
Shapeshift Fox token, that's the one, right?
Yes.
Top trade.
Nope, I wouldn't do anything with it right here. I see this as resistance, support, resistance, rejection. Wonder what happened here with all this liquidity being pushed in. Well, for whatever reason, they added a lot of liquidity right here, and it looks like it's getting faded real fast, so it's very interesting. Nothing I would do with it in this spot. Wait for some kind of reversal signal from the bottom, you know? What's next?
Crypto Bull asks, and I think this relates to Fox because Fox was, I think, of course, airdropped. Let me see. Try and fix this. Hi, Alex. Some of this. Alex, could I trouble you to go unlive and relive yourself?
You want me to kill myself? How dare you?
Not quite, but... Oh, damn. Come back out.
He did it. He really did it.
Had to kill the live stream, bro. You don't have to come killing us. There he goes. He's back. Back.
Oh, you really did it.
All right. We're connected your screen now. Forward to normal working
Better?
order.
Crystal clear?
Yes, completely clear.
Nice.
Let's see here. Concerning Fox, would you dump your airdrop or wait? All right, Alex, theoretically, if you did receive your Fox airdrop right here, right now, hodl, free money hodl, or sell for immediate gains, what would you do?
I would be a seller near $1. So far, there's no history of Fox being over $1. So we rejected from $1 here, from this area, and maybe from right here. We certainly seem to be rejecting from there. What's next?
All right, Pablo D-Live wrote, thank you for honoring my request. Well, Pablo, thank you for stopping by, I should say, our D-Live stream. Pablo, please do subscribe and follow. We're also on YouTube. So, Pablo, if you missed the first half of the stream, the replay is probably preferably watched on YouTube because it does include all the timestamps. The reference all your favorite tokens, any tokens that we might have done during the request or during the main analysis, easily referenced and clicked on, fast forwarded to on YouTube thanks to those timestamps. In the meantime, just going to shout out Joe Mama on the live chat. He writes, grits and bacon are bullish AF. Yes, those are staples that indeed are probably always going to appreciate in value. Although after seeing some really unfortunate TikTok videos on pork production, gotta say I might have to cut back on how much bacon I eat. Pigs are gross, guys. They eat damn near everything, and the stuff they feed them at the industrial farms.
It's a great Jim Gaffigan joke. He's like, you can give a pig an apple and it makes bacon.
Yes, apparently you can also give it tons of plastic and it also makes.
Yeah, you can give it all sorts of stuff.
Yep, quite brutal. The things I witnessed. Gonna have to have to buy local. From a local farmer. Otherwise, ain't gonna be much bacon to go with my grits on my plate. If you feel what I'm saying, Joe Mama of the live chat. Let's take a look here. CryptoBull21. The chicken is involved in breakfast, but the pig is fully committed. Ah, yes. The pig has made the ultimate sacrifice for a tasty breakfast, while the chicken kind of casually lays it. Right. All right, guys. Well, that's it for requests. I'm just biding a couple minutes of time here, shouting out everyone. Gonna go back. Wrap the show up early. Around here, if that's the case. Toes in the Sand writes, vegan for 12 years here, can't do the factory beat. Wow, vegan for 12 years and you're still going? Impressive. Grass-fed bacon is raised well. Totally, if I just need to find somebody locally that can provide that. Yes, Joe Mama says, thanks, Jack. Appreciate getting a shout out even when I roll in late. No, our regulars, our most loyal followers do deserve their special shout outs. Mice Elf says, yummy bottom feeders. Yummy bottom feeders. I guess a pig is a bit of a bottom feeder. Yes, the bottom feeder. All right.
That's why I love Mafia on pig farms.
Well, that too. But yes, seeing all the plastic waste, seeing all the fast food waste that goes into their feeding troughs, it's no wonder there's so much plastic in commercial food. But alas, that's the world we live in, guys. Me more concerned about microplastics contaminating the whole environment than I am about the so-called carbon emission.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're working on it.
They're working on it. Yes, we'll probably have enjoy your brave new world where you own nothing and you're happy. And carbon emissions are down for the 10th consecutive year. The Ministry of Truth will announce, and you'll rejoice. But they'll neglect to tell you how much more plastic and other toxicity is in your environment. the last.
Oh boy, we got Jack started.
Yeah, I was
we
just
did.
saying we got them all riled up. The space commies are coming.
Bottom feeder trades taste almost as good as pork belly, says Gravy Grits. Yes, pork belly.
That bottom on Bitcoin.
Yes, pork belly is a hell of a pork cut, hell of a pig cut. But yes, bottom feeder trades damn tastes as good as a piece of pork. Any word, or maybe the egg did. Okay, not sure what the egg refers to. Grass-fed swine. All right, guys. Yes, chicken or the egg. Yes, what came first? Was it bottom feeder signal or getting wrecked? I don't. Enough of this though. Of course, clock struck 3 yet. No, but it's about to in about a minute's time. Guess we're gonna wind things down just a little early. Big shout outs. Thanks to everybody who came through today. Can't thank you guys enough. And yeah, big shout outs to our 2 analysts holding it down today as well. What comes next in the markets? This Chinese sell-off is hinting at some devastating move coming to crypto next. Might very well take this up. But to sell around here the way I promised myself I would after the next pump off the bottom. But not much more to add. We're going to move to wrap here. Final words to our analysts.
Trade safely, guys.
Yeah, sometimes the best trade is no trade, guys. When we're going in conditions like this, I mean, just let it show you where it's going to take it. Because if you take a position based off your buys too early, you could get burned here. Because we're likely to have volatility in whatever direction we go.
All right, tread carefully. Enough said. Don't forget the Doge Whopper doggy. Next time you go for a fast food break in Brazil. Yes, the dog purr. Right. All right, gentlemen. It's been a good one, ladies. Have a good one. Peace out. We're out of here.
Goodbye.
That's the stuff. Hey, big shout outs to Crypto Bull 21. I see your diamond coming in super late in the live chat. Just want to thank you about or help. Thank you again. Get a house. You get a house. Yes, everybody gets a house.
Thanks, Oprah.
Diamonds. Thank you again. The BTC Big Dipper. Someone writes. Much love. Writes Gravy. Yes, thank you again. Back to muting.